So one of the things that we're looking at here is the geology of how the surface is connected to the cave system. In some ways you can think about it kind of as an hourglass. So you have a top funnel and then an inverted funnel. All of the soil that you see in here, the stuff we're sitting on, the stuff we walked through, all came from the surface. It had to get into the cave somehow. And the main mechanism for that happening is going to be through the sinkholes that we've seen and that we're studying on the surface.
I think instinctively everyone started this studio and was like, oh, awesome, we're gonna be building in caves, we're gonna be building in these sunken landscapes, it's gonna be so cool. I think a lot of us have realized that, the architecture, especially building in the sinkhole plane, has to be incredibly fragile or delicate or gentle on the landscape and gentle on the ground because it's changing.
The students are trying to understand how the sinkhole relates to a larger landscape. It's like, how do you insert some new understanding into a condition that you found? So being able to go into the cave is a fantastic kind of condition.
So Fogelpole is interesting because it's in what's known as a sinkhole plane. And a sinkhole plane is limestone that's internally drained. So when water hits the ground, you don't see surface streams in this area. All that water's going underground and flowing out through a spring eventually. And so it's really this contained ecosystem, both hydrologically and biologically, where you see the interaction of organisms with water, with land use, and with human impact in that one very confined area.
We really did have to spend a lot of time thinking about the ground conditions and the subterranean conditions before we even could think about making a building.
And I think it's time that we start to think in a different way, to start to think about how mankind could be a really peaceful coexistence with our Earth.